So as long as they're growing cannabis flower, they're going to have to trim it properly.
Yeah. And you know what? Once the industry continues to open up like it does, there is the thought, of course, like any big egg, that it will commoditize and there will be price pressure and the prices will drop. And so automation is something that everyone has to embrace.
Yeah.
So they cannot neglect that, because the agriculture is a game of millions of pennies. And you have to be able to get that cost of production down. And the only feasible way to do that is automation like twister trimmer.
So how many people would it take to trim at the speed your T0 trims at?
Well, that's I got to reverse the math here. But I can tell viewers, those listening right now, that, we normally benchmark, and it's a pretty standard industry benchmark, that a seasoned hand trimmer can trim 1.5 to 2 pounds a day, right? Wow. And so to answer your question, Scott, the BFT will be doing over 100 pounds an hour. So on an 8-hour shift, we're looking at doing like upwards of 1,000 pounds a day.
That's insane.
It wouldn't necessarily have to be an 8-hour shift.
No, no, typically.
I'm just saying, I mean, with the automation, there's no limit on the amount of hours you could run, or you have to have somebody.
Well, you'd have people operating it, and you and I could sneak out for a beer, though, for sure.
Yeah. No, but that just goes to show, like you said, instead of having to hire 10, 15 people even more at a big operation. 10
or 15. We're talking about 50 to 100. We're talking about having housing on the property of these farms, so to speak, right? Housing for international workers. This is something, and you know what? It's not about not having those hands in that employment, right? We're not trying to offset that. This is the ability to allocate resources in other areas of your grow that really matter, right? Get those employees and get those teammates of yours to help curate the plan for customer service when you're selling the product, right? Educating and being an ambassador to the brand rather than being in your trim room.